American Airlines emergency line. Please state your emergency.
Hey, this is Nitty at American Airlines calling. I am monitoring a call in which Flight 11, the flight attendant is advising our reps that the pilot, everyone's been stabbed.
American 11, are you trying to call?
Nobody move. Everything will be okay. If you try to make any move, you'll danger yourself and the airplane. Just stay quiet.
Oh, shit!
Another one just hit the building. Wow. Wow, another one hit it hard.
Another one just hit the World Trade.
The whole building just came apart.
Holy smoke.
Roger. We're climbing to 3,000, sir, and looks like that aircraft is impacted the west side of the Pentagon.
All right, thank you.
United 9-3, have you got information on that yet?
Yeah, he's down.
He's down?
Yes.
When did he land? Because we have confirmation.
He did not land.
We were both in the K-9 unit.
And we'd been accustomed to doing presidential escorts, dignitary protection. We had already started down our path of biological and chemical information and going to classes and learning after the tower's first incident. So we were already getting that mindset that, listen, we're lackadaisical.
Oh yeah, we definitely got caught with our pants down on this one. There's no question.
I get my uniform, grab my dog, grab all my gear. I'm coming over the bridge and a black plume of smoke comes up from the direction of the Pentagon. I mean, heavy, heavy smoke. The day is in complete chaos. All these fire departments going, just absolutely doing the tremendous job. Rescues, DC Fire, Arlington Fire, going wall to wall with the battles that they were having, the rescues, the fires, the whole 9 yards.
You know it's happened, okay, obviously. And you get there and you're trying to process what you're seeing. And of course, it's in disbelief. You don't believe that this has happened, and I guess that is a coping mechanism that you have. And until you actually start getting your, feet wet into the situation, that, it becomes a reality to you. And then I think after that, your instinct kicks in that, we want to be here, we want to do this.
The guys from the FBI asked us if we could do certain things, ID checks, making sure people coming and going in the place belong.
At this point in time, we're over here on our own time.
Right.
Okay, we've already done our tours with DC Police, and we're coming over here on our own time to help out in any way we could.
We're grabbing sleep probably the first 3 days, maybe minimum of an hour, 2 hours a day. When you go into the building for the first time, when we made the first entry in our gear and so forth, you didn't know if the continuing floors were going to collapse. First 4 days were the most difficult. We were dealing without, and the sounds and the smells and that you'll never get out ingrained in your mind. It'll never, every time to this day I see a sunny day, a very bright, no cloud sunny day, takes me directly back to that morning. And the smells and the sounds of the alarms going off and the bells going off from people's breathing equipment and the smoke and the amount of just death.
Once the Pentagon was to the point where nothing physically was being seen, they were bringing it down from the crash site to what we call the rubble piles.
We were probably doing 13, 14 bags a day in recovery. And we wanted to give the utmost respect to those people coming off. Absolutely. The dogs swept the piles there, they swept the piles in the Pentagon, they swept it wherever those dogs were going to be needed, we had them out there. Most of our dogs eventually ended up dying of cancer, most of them, because of the debris and the things that they were going through.
One of the situations that we had run into was one of the dogs kept hitting on a large twisted piece of ductwork. And we had to cut into it with a K-12 saw and found half of an arm in there that was in the ductwork that the dog was hitting on. These were the things that we were seeing on a daily basis, unfortunately. And one of the other guys, Mark Lewis, when he actually had to go up there and cut the nose off the airplane, that was something you just can't ever get out of your mind. You just can't even describe to somebody
Surreal.
what something like that looks like. It's a shock and awe.
I told Paulie, I said, the day that we finish up, I'm going to plant my rear end in a chair when they go through the last pile for that whole day. And as soon as they finish up, I'm going to fold my chair up, put it against the fence, salute the flag, and the last body gets taken off the debris pile. And that's exactly what I did. To me, the aftermath was more tragic than the initial incident that took place, because a lot of people fell through the cracks. A lot of people went through PTSD and went through the problems that occurred. Our debriefing was, we got to SOD, they said, so it's done, get back to work. Our brothers and sisters in New York, police officers, firefighters, bureau people, and just ordinary citizens. Just don't forget about them. Now it's their time of need. 10 years, 15 years down the line, they're paying the price now. They didn't just kill 3,000 people, okay? They killed maybe 10,000.
It hits you deep. You know, it hits you really deep. It hits your family deep. You may not realize it, but your family's affected by it.
Yes, very proud moment. I thought it was that never give up, can-do spirit and attitude, and it was a shot in the arm that everybody at the Pentagon needed.
We had so many jurisdictions that were working together over there, and it wasn't, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. No, everybody did their job. Everybody worked hand in hand. I mean, it was a, I've never seen anything like it.
There was no commitment to self, it was the commitment to country and duty. And that's what I saw with everybody that was there.
I feel that it was definitely an honor to be part of 9/11. It was very unfortunate that it happened, but there's nothing we could do about it. It happened, and you as an individual, do what you can do to help the people that were, you know, less fortunate than you were during the time.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than going up through that grassy area and seeing the families wait to hear word. It ripped at your heart. You really got a taste of how fleeting life was. I mean, we've been to shooting scenes, we've been to homicide scenes, we've been to, you know, a lot of horrific crashes and so forth. But every day for a week, for families to sit out there in that grass area and be held in that place or that stand area and look for that family member. Grueling. We have to give every single one of these people accountability, whether they know it now or later, that they know that we did everything we could to recover and in turn their family and their loved members.